Hey you guys, it's Tanya with LolaLambChops.com, and I'm here to talk about whether Disney's live-action Aladdin is kid-friendly or not. So let's get to it. You may be thinking, well duh, it's a Disney movie, of course it's kid-friendly. Well, that's not always the case. I'm looking at you, Incredibles 2, who decided to slip in some profanity in there. I was pleasantly surprised at how family-friendly Aladdin is, and this is going to be great for kids. I recommend it for kids ages 8 and up, but I will say I think you can go younger, and I'll tell you why, and for teens and adults alike. So, as far as language is concerned, I did not count any. I counted no bad words. I counted no profanity. There wasn't any crude phrases. There was not any references to the Lord's name in vain, not even OMG. Nothing of that kind, which made me so happy because it's unnecessary. And so they didn't put it in. And that's so rare these days. So bravo to Disney and to Guy Ritchie. As far as violence is concerned, so there's a couple of dark moments in Aladdin, just like in the original. And so if you've seen the original, then I bet you can guess when it's coming. One is the scene with the Cave of Wonders. Okay, sometimes it's a creepy scene. So I suggest covering your children's eyes and covering their ears because sometimes it can get loud. And also there's a scene at the end, when Jafar wants all the power and so that can get dark, and Iago the parrot turned into some crazy rabid parrot for some reason, running around, flying around the city. So that could also be scary, especially for young kids who think Iago is cute and they love animals. And there's also a scene where Jafar pushes somebody down a well, and it's unknown whether he's dead or not, but they don't dwell on it and move along quickly. So from that standpoint, that's why I recommend it for ages 8 and up. However, if your kids aren't sensitive to that kind of thing, then I would say 6, 5 could see it. The other thing that, makes me question the age is the length of the movie. So it does run a little over 2 hours, which is long. But if your kids like music, then I think that they'll enjoy the breakup of the movie because a lot of the songs are familiar. And while some of the musical numbers could use some work, overall they were a lot of fun and very lively, and so I think your kids will really enjoy them. Okay, so as far as sexual content is concerned, it's a love story. So there is some flirting going on. There are kisses, probably about 4, I would say, none over the top. There's some costumes that had midriff showing, but nothing sexualized. And so I also appreciated that as well. So overall, I think Aladdin is a really fun movie. I think Will Smith did a great job as the genie. He brought his own spin and flair to it. Naomi Scott as Jasmine. Okay, so that was one I was worried about, but she did really well. And her voice is incredible. And I think the cinematography was really good, compliments of Guy Ritchie, putting a little bit of a different spin. Sometimes the CGI got a little crazy and over the top, but sometimes there's nothing wrong with being a little extra, and sometimes it's better just to keep things simple. But overall, I think Aladdin is a great family-friendly movie, one for teens to young kids to adults, and it's just one of those stories that will live on in our hearts. And so I recommend seeing Aladdin with your family this weekend. It opens on May 24th, so go see it.